what is the modern day version of the chalk story with agentic AI? So this one came from a webinar we had this week with Dassault Systems. A number of these questions did. Some of them came from a few others, but this one came from the webinar with Dassault Systems. Colleague Ron Watkins at Dassault, he told the story of Henry Charles and the chalk. Charles Steinmetz, brilliant electrical engineer and mathematician, worked for General Electric. Okay, so this guy and Henry Ford, the famous story is Henry has him come out. They're having a problem with the electrical generator, and he listens to it for a while, just asks for like pen, paper, and a cot. And then he asks for a ladder. He climbs up, he writes an X on the thing, and he says, right here, you need to unwrap 16 wraps of the wire. He was like understood AC current before anybody else did, listened to the vibration, allowed him to say, this is the problem. And then he charges $10K. And Henry Ford goes, you got to itemize that receipt. And he goes, $1 for the chalk, $9,999 from telling you exactly where to solve the problem, where to unwrap the wire. So what's the modern day version of the chalk story with agentic AI? I guess somebody asked this in the webinar when the story was given. I mean, it's almost exactly the same. It's that the value is in identifying how to solve a specific problem with a ton of expertise that specific factory, those specific people don't have, right? If you have this guy Charles in your own factory, like use him as much as you can. And by the way, while he's doing his workflows and writing down what he did, get that in the AI system. Most factories don't have somebody like this Charles, but rich information exists in SOPs, things that people wrote before, in the collective knowledge from other factories. And what can happen maybe in your other factories, in your factory on this side of the world instead of this side of the world. And what you can do is you can capture that knowledge. And now in this specific factory, the AI can look through all the things that could have caused the quality problem. And it can go, the X is right there. To solve the first pass quality problem, it is the stencil doing this. It is this specific component causing the issue in this way, right? That's where agentic AI kind of finds the needle in the haystack, looks through this huge amount of information for you with a highly trained expert mind and points to the solution. And now you just go and wrap the wire and you've done something fantastic.